Since I was a little girl, I have always wondered about my Filipino culture. Being born to a white father and a Filipino mother, I had conflicting identities to deal with and often was posed with the question, which one am I? We even had two separate dishes at dinner every night, an American dish of potatoes and steak, and a Filipino dish like adobo or my favorite, sinigang. I liked to join my mother while she ate her Filipino foods because I saw how much care she took into preparing the two dishes each night. I began to love the Filipino food more. This confusion caused a void of understanding in my Filipino heritage. So, when I was granted the opportunity to work with the Alaskro Partnership Organization and the community of service and learning, I was ecstatic, thinking this could be a great way to get in touch with a lost side of myself, as well as hear others who may have had the same concerns. The Filipino Mixology is an interactive seminar series that takes an innovative approach to teaching the Filipino culture, the history of the people, land, languages, and the Filipino-American culture today. The driving purpose of our Filipino Mixology series is to increase participants' awareness and knowledge of Filipino-American culture, address issues and concerns of Filipino-Americans, and build community relationships for future research and activity opportunities. For those many participants who were not of Filipino descent, we wanted to encourage them to learn our culture and to embrace their own. The seminar series started with an open house introduction on January 17th and continued strong with seminars held every other Saturday on the third floor of the UAA Consortium Library. The first series was held on January 31st, which spoke of the conflicting identities of Filipino Americans born and native born. The second seminar was on Valentine's Day and was on the brain drain, how Filipino professionals were flown to other countries and used for help, mostly at minimal pay. On February 28th, we delved deeper into history as talks of the U.S. and Philippine relations were brought upon through political cartoons of the time, and how some perceptions of the Filipinos were less than civilized, savage, or childlike. Colonial mentality was the topic of the next session on March 28th. Colonial mentality addresses the thoughts, opinions, and actions of Filipinos towards themselves and how this compares to pre-colonial times. The most nerve-wracking and exciting seminar for me was held on March 28th, where I was the key presenter of an important but touchy subject, the intergenerational gap between parents from the traditional ways versus their children whom have adapted more of an American culture. A lack of communication due to misunderstanding creates a huge rift and causes much heartache. The Filipino Mixology series was met with positive responses as session evaluations ranked high. Most participants strongly agreed that the sessions improved their understanding of issues, culture, and history, leaving many of the participants asking if there will be a next seminar series next semester. I have learned many things about my culture and myself from this experience. I am now more thankful, happy, and honored to be a Filipino-American. Knowing one's culture or cultures provides a window of light in finding oneself. I have enjoyed working with my passionate mentors and feel like I have found a new home. The many different participants of all age groups and race have shown me that when knowledge mixed with fun and food is rewarding, nurturing, and more importantly, that they can fill a void in themselves by embracing what they've had all along, their culture. Maraming salamat po, and thank you for this opportunity.